They almost stepped over it. A turtle sat quietly in the middle of a narrow jungle path, unmoving, eyes half closed. As if guarding something, our guide urged the group to go around, but one person paused. Something felt off. This wasn't normal. The turtle wasn't just resting, it was blocking the way, deliberately, as if standing between them and something they weren't meant to miss. No one dared disturb it. Minutes passed. Still no motion, no fear. The jungle around them grew still. Birds stopped calling. Even the wind paused. It was as if the forest itself was holding its breath. The man knelt, trying to understand. He looked closely at the turtle. Its shell was covered in dirt, moss, and old scars. Yet its eyes were sharp, focused, unwavering. He reached out slowly, wanting to lift it gently, but the moment his fingers brushed its shell, it hissed, retreating further into the trail. It was then he noticed claw marks on the soft ground nearby, fresh, uneven, circling around the spot where the turtle sat. Something had happened here, not long ago, something important. He looked back at the turtle, now wedged deeper into the trail. It had moved, yes, but only to burrow itself further into their path. The team exchanged glances. There was a growing sense of unease, of awareness that they were dealing with more than just an animal blocking a path. This was a sign, a message from the heart of the jungle, and whatever it meant, it was clear that the turtle wasn't going to move first. The man stood up, his eyes scanning the area. The jungle was silent, almost oppressive in its stillness. He could feel the eyes of his companions on him, their unspoken question echoing in the quiet. What did the turtle want them to do? How could they honor the creature's silent plea? Taking a deep breath, he decided to wait, hoping that the forest would reveal its secrets in its own time. The minutes stretched into an hour, the sun filtering through the thick canopy in slanted beams. The tension eased, replaced by a quiet determination. They would wait, they would watch, they wouldn't leave until they understood. And then, just when their patience was being tested the most, a small movement caught their eye. The turtle's head twitched. It lifted slowly, revealing the reason behind its stillness. The man stared, his breath catching in his throat. Behind a thick curtain of vines, he saw it, an opening, a hole in the ground that shouldn't have been there. It was deep, dark, camouflaged so well that it was barely visible against the forest floor. The branches and leaves strewn across it did little to conceal its jagged edges. But why did the turtle lead them here? Had it sensed something in the earth? Some danger lurking beneath the surface? Or was it trying to show them something, some hidden wonder that might otherwise have gone unnoticed? With newfound urgency, they pushed aside the vines, revealing the full extent of the hole. It was a gaping wound in the earth, treacherous and foreboding. Yet beneath the grime and the darkness, something stirred. A low whimper echoed from its depths. As the man leaned closer, straining to hear, the sound grew clearer, more desperate. It was a plea for help, a cry for someone to see and understand. But what could be down there? Whatever it was trapped, injured, unable to escape its subterranean prison. The team began to work, their movements swift, yet careful. They knew that whatever lay beneath the earth was fragile, needed their utmost care. With hands that trembled slightly, they pulled away the debris, revealing a sight that brought both sorrow and determination to their eyes. Curled up in the tight space, wedged between the rough rocks, was a dog, a wild dog. Its fur was matted, its breathing shallow, its eyes filled with pain and fear. It had fallen, gotten trapped, and in its struggle to free itself, had only managed to dig deeper into its own confinement. It looked up at them, its gaze filled with gratitude and hope, as if sensing that finally someone had come to help. The man's heart went out to the trapped creature. With gentle hands, he stroked its head, soothing words escaping his lips. The dog responded, its tail giving a weak thump against the hard ground. A silent thank you, a promise that it hadn't given up. The man looked back at the turtle. In that moment, he understood. It hadn't just been an animal blocking a path. It had been a guardian, a protector, patiently waiting for someone to see what was hidden beneath the surface. They took turns working, their movements now urgent, their purpose clear. They pulled the dog out, bit by bit, cleaning the wound, wrapping it, ensuring it was stable enough to be moved. All the while, the turtle watched, its eyes never leaving the dog. When the man looked into its ancient eyes, he saw understanding, saw the silent bond they had formed through their shared purpose. It wasn't just a turtle. It was a witness, a keeper of the forest's secrets. Once the dog was safe, secured in a makeshift stretcher, the man turned to leave. But as he did, he glanced back at the turtle. It had moved slightly, sliding forward, inch by inch. He followed its gaze to the hole in the ground, now empty except for the loose dirt and the tangled roots. The dog was gone. The turtle was alone. The man hesitated. He wanted to touch the turtle, to express his gratitude, but he didn't want to startle it. So he simply stood there, acknowledging the silent hero of the day. Slowly, the turtle started moving, its pace unhurried, its direction clear. It didn't rush, yet there was purpose in every turn. every movement. It moved with a wisdom born of ages, a knowledge of the earth and its secrets. The man walked behind, his steps lighter, his heart full. He didn't know how long they moved for, minutes or hours. Time had lost all meaning in the face of the turtle's slow, deliberate journey. Finally, the turtle came to a halt, turning its head to look back at the man one last time. In that moment, he saw a lifetime of experiences in its eyes, a testament to the resilience and strength that comes from living in harmony with nature. With a final nod, as if acknowledging their shared moment, the turtle turned and disappeared into the green, leaving the man to ponder the profound lesson he had just learned. Some might call it coincidence. They stumbled upon a trapped animal and just happened to see the signs the turtle left behind. But those who were there knew better. There was a connection, a language spoken between the turtle and the earth, a wisdom that transcended the boundaries of species. In that one instance, they didn't just rescue a life. They experienced something greater, a glimpse into the interconnectedness of all living things. They learned that sometimes the smallest, slowest creatures carry the deepest purpose, that nature speaks in many tongues, and it is up to us to listen and understand. So as the tale of the turtle and the dog echoes through the ages, may it serve as a reminder that the world is full of wonders, and all it takes is a patient heart and a keen eye to see the magic all around us. Now, dear listener, it's your turn to share your thoughts. What did you think of this story? What lessons do you think it holds for us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this story touching, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, Jungle Echoes Rescue and Mystery, where nature reveals what the world forgets. Your support means the world to us as we continue to bring you such tales.